Penny.
Good.
So there you go. They are engaged. She was the dance partner of The Situation in this season's James Goldman was Dancing with the Stars. And so I will leave you with that.
Very good.
What's happening?
And that's good. Thank you, Robbie. Congratulations again on your fantastic run. Sunday, doing it in New York City.
Still collecting money for a couple more weeks for family productions and the films.
If you are in any trouble with the IRS, this message is for you. If the IRS is garnishing your wages and sending threatening letters, place liens on your personal property, you still have rights. Better start. Really interesting. It wasn't a race, but it was a referendum. Not consequential in Washington State, where voters were looking at a surtax, a surtax for the well-to-do in that state, and they overwhelmingly rejected it. And these were the rich guys rejecting their own increase. So, are we not, or are politicians not getting that? I think when we're making a slight bit of confusion here, if I'm here with Douglas Sesser tonight, very, very dear friend Dave, and you and Joe. I don't think it's class warfare when a private employer says operating government employees will pay for it. I don't think that's class warfare. I do think it's quite clearly the plan of the administration go down, to get more and more tax revenue. I don't see any way around it. I hate to say it, and I think it's a irresponsible thing for recession to do this, but I think that's where we're headed. Then next time, let me just go on. If this is a trial balloon, if it works in the case of Bank of America, it works in the case of Citigroup, then maybe it'll work elsewhere.
Well, it is, I suppose it will work elsewhere, Neil. I mean, I think I'll amplify what Ben said, that we're using some awful backward logic here. I mean, you raised it in your question to Charles, Neil. The private sector has spoken on this. They're not saying these people are rich. They're saying this is the level above which we're going to charge you more as our employees. Charles, this is the free market speaking. This is an employer saying this is what we think we can afford and what we don't think we can afford.
It's Bank of America speaking. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You know what? I don't know what kind of favors they're going to give for implementing this so-called trial balloon, but it is defining what we're going to implement.
Later, they're looking at other expenses.
Charles, there simply are some people who have more ability to pay than other people, and maybe in some cases...
You can't touch that on $100,000. That same $100,000 person may have a bigger mortgage, more kids, a mother who grew up in a trailer.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Or maybe supporting many, many, many people, as I am. But that person may still have a greater ability to pay, and
It's also based on
At least in the private sector, if you work for one of these companies, you have the choice of leaving. But in this day and age, people are having policy and tax policy shoved down their throats by the Democrats.
Well, all I know is that Ben and Adam did not play along, so they will not be coming back. I will have Charles take him maybe, and me with some family slides. But staying green to go green. The White House out with another program to make homes more energy efficient. Its other green programs didn't work, but this one will.
Well, I would like to survive long enough to see the effects of global warming. I've got an inside tip that it's all a bunch of crap.
The power of Fox.
SiriusXM is your community organizer to president. Raid Obama's stash, get a bailout, and all the while trying to stay out of Gitmo. Yes, you can play when you buy it online at obamagame.com. Go to obamagame.com. Obama Monopoly is a game full of hope and change. Order yours today at obamagame.com. obamagame.com.
You're listening to SiriusXM Satellite Radio.
We just announced the government now pushing back sticking low interest loans to make homes more green. Unbelievable. And he said it will be a big winner. He was trying to stop tomorrow, just paying a number of 80%.
Has been diagnosed with prostate cancer. You need to know that treatment has the highest outcome cure rate.
smaller than publicly reported. Is there really an ounce of physical gold behind every ounce traded on the exchange? This alone could mean a stunning jump in future gold prices. Inflation, growing demand, and possible gold supply adjustments makes for a rare gold market sweet spot for investors. American Bullion routinely rolls over millions of dollars in precious metals into retirement accounts for Americans just like you. A gold rollover is easy, safe, and tax-free. Receive a free gold IRA guide by calling us at 800-547-8418. 800-547-8418. It's easy and smart to do. We're AmericanBullion.com. Call 800-547-8418.
You started your small business so you could do what you love and get paid for it. Now that you're up and running, you still love what you do, but managing the getting paid part takes more time and is a bigger headache than you expected. That's where FreshBooks.com.
Well, Ben, thanks a lot. There goes our hippie demographic. But, yeah, right. Charles, what do you think? We're just, screwing up where we transfer credit one group from another.
Someone would call these reckless loans. Okay, I'm not going to say who, but we're going to give you taxpayer money to fix up your house. And by the way, you've got 20 years to pay it back. How long does the average person even stay in a house these days? It's just these are risky, crazy loans that we were warned by the government Wall Street should have never made, and they're paying a big price for it, and they're nefarious for doing it. By the way, the government's also going to put a seal on your house. Like once you get this done, so like if someone comes and they're looking at buying your house and the neighbors, but you got that seal on it.
What is the seal say?
Yeah, I'm green.
They're going to insert a camera in, and they're going to watch you too, right, Charlie?
Hey, but I tell you what, Adam, this is though really, to me, what this is also taking us toward is the point where we're all going to have to do this. It's going to be at some point mandatory, and we're all going to want that seal, and we're all going to have that seal.
So, Adam, as a liberal, do you feel guilty?
You've offended all my hippie friends already.
That wasn't
show my face. Let's not get carried away here. First of all, Charles, certain things do become mandatory. You're right, like catalytic converters for cars. That was probably a good thing. So we have some good history with this sort of thing. But I would not call this a risky loan alongside ridiculous things that happen in the crisis. You know, these
panels that are expensive. Don't have money value to the house, and you got 20 years to pay it back.